guilty of crime.
Hello, everybody. What's up? Happy Monday. Holidays are coming. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay with Guilty of Crime, and I'm back after what seems to be a long weekend. But it really wasn't that long. I just missed you guys. I missed all the crime crew. We hit 20,000 subscribers this weekend, and we have 20,020. So we're at 2020 right now, 20,000 subscribers this weekend. So today we're going to do Jennifer Soto, her connection to Maddie's death and the abuse. So we're in part 2. I saw so many of the crime crew people at or on Grisch's live stream. So today we're going to do part 2 as I promised. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for absolutely flooding Grisch's channel. He started at 1,090 or 970, and after the crime crew got a hold of him, he's up to 3,500, and his videos are just rocking. So thank you guys. Although I don't know Grisch personally, I am sharing the content. I'm not affiliated with him, but I'm sharing his content and I'm interpreting it. So today I thank you guys. Wednesday we're going to do a giveaway. Wednesday we're going to have my schedule's up for the week. Wednesday we're going to do a giveaway. What's up, Grisch? Good to see you. I hope that you start getting more people subscribing. Shout out to Grisch. Grisch is in the house. So we're going to interpret his video today. And I might also share some other things that Grisch shared with you guys about H Ghost, which is a predator in the community. And I'm not sure if he's still here, you guys, but our channel got blasted by H Ghost. We got blasted by Reddit saying that we were, working with H Ghost. So it's very interesting that Grisch got blasted with H Ghost and the whole thing. So we have quite a bit to talk about today. Thank you guys all. Thank whoever gifted the membership to WoW. You guys all, let's get your green up, because we're going to have a Friday members only where we talk about a mother murdering, and I shouldn't even say that, her 3 children. And we're going to have a guest on here, a crime crew member that's been dying to help me present that case. So Merry Christmas to you guys early. I'll be with you guys next week for Christmas. But yes, Clark says, told you, Grisch, he's a sleazebag. Yes, he's a sleazebag, and he somehow, some rumor got to about my channel, about my affiliations with H Ghost, which were absolutely a big goose egg. I had nothing to do with that guy. He called me on Facebook, and I never responded. One time I picked up real quick, and that was it. Anyway, welcome. Itchy Withers Horse Rescue. Great week ahead. We have a great episode ahead, but we do have a great week planned for you. Today, we're doing Jennifer Soto reaction to part 2, and I'm going to do another body language 10-minute video today. So tomorrow's more Jennifer Soto. Wednesday, 20,000 subscriber. We're going to have a giveaway of merchandise and my Guilty of Crime J. Scott book that I wrote. And then Friday, members only, we have another giveaway for Christmas. So Merry Christmas, early, happy holidays Foxy Amazon 420 gift membership. What's up? You guys make sure you do double tap that. Like, it's free and support the channel. And Grisch says I never actually spoke with him, just got the FOIA audio. Grisch, he called me so many times. I answered once and I was like, this guy's weird. It was actually a man. It was a man that I talked to. And then I never talked to him again. But he got my channel in lots of hot water, Grish. My channel got blasted by a Reddit user saying that he was a moderator on my channel. Absolutely not. Moving forward, Ashley, woohoo, 20,000, rock star. We're going to get 50,000 hopefully by the end of next year. That's my projection. Thank you so much for the 1999 super sticker. And I want to show you my little new mascot here. Oh, it's hard to see my mascot. It's an avocado, you guys. It's a happy avocado. For those of you that donate, I'll put the happy avocado up. And for the evil potato, we have the evil potato little trigger warning. Hashtag I took my meds. Sela, you want that sweatshirt? It's yours if you win my giveaway. I'll give it to you for free along with one of my books. All right. So be here Wednesday and be here Friday because I'm giving shit away. It's not shit. It's good merch. My book. I'll sign the book for you. I'll sign whatever you guys want. Yeah. Trigger warning. Avocado is adorable. That's one of our new mascots. And I'm going to get one more. Yes. I have a guilty of crime. I have a book and it's right here. You can go on to guiltyofcrime.com and get it, or you can go on to Amazon and get my book. So there it is. I'm giving 2 of those away and merchandise this week. Yes, Jamie, you have to read this. You're going to laugh, cry, and who knows what else reading this. So 20,000 subscribers. I'm giving stuff away and I'm giving stuff away for Christmas. All right. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Again, I appreciate that 1999 by Ashley so very much. You guys know I'm still pimping myself out for my roof. I still got to pimp myself out for that roof. But I have all you guys here. April from Illinois. Hashtag I took my meds. Take Jenn down. No avocado for in jail. Yes, I got the avocado, you guys. I got this in Monterey. When I went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, I got this out on the Monterey streets. It's our new other mascot. And then we're going to get a Mr. Pickle very soon. We also have new emojis coming that Bree is working on. At the end of the show, Bree is going to drop her buy me a coffee. Go support her. So we got a lot coming up this week and already a lot planned, even though it's extra. I love you guys. Yes, you got to help me get that roof. Got to get that roof. We're getting a contractor in here tomorrow to give me another quote. All right. So Veronica's from Monterey, but Mexico. Right. All right, y'all. Let's keep going. Let's get started on this number. No, I had to brag about the 20,000 because that's all you guys. You guys made this happen. Sela, thank you so much for the 199 super sticker. I'm going to say that's avocado. And Ashley, you're a rock star. Thank you for the 499. There's 2 of them. So we got the avocado. I'm going to have to change my settings so you guys can see that little avocado. I'm going to give my avocado kisses. Oh, lots of love. It's my little love avocado. There it is. You can see right through them, but thank you. Thank you guys. Awesome. All right. Eve from LV. I'm looking for a pinky. Can't find the perfect one, but looking for days. I'm looking for him, the pinky. I can't find looking for him. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means, but Jamie, thank you so much for the 149 super sticker. There's my little love guy. Give it kisses and eat it and all that stuff. That's rubbing against my face. It's all soft and gushy. Look at that cute little guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Yes, it's the lovocado. You're right, Synth. It's a lovocado. And then this guy right here, I'm not even. Oh, Eve, I'm looking for the perfect pickle too. I was looking for a pickle. I was looking for a pickle this weekend, but instead I found an avocado and I got this rotten potato. So yeah, you guys see me showing love to all of you guys. Again, can't wait for the giveaways. 20,000 subscribers in like 10 months. 10 months we achieved that. So that's great. Jojo, thank you for the Guilty of Crime membership. I love you guys. I hope somebody gets it that wants it and can join us on Wednesday for the giveaway. because I'm gonna give you guys whatever the heck you want on the merch site. I'll order it and send it over. It might be a little bit it might be a little weird for the people that are out of the country. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. But all these comments and only a few likes, y'all. 188 people and 193 people in chat, and only a little bit of likes. I'm a former commercial roofer. If your roof is flat, I'd help. My roof is flat. I need to get a gable roof because the part that fell in is flat. The rest of my roof is not flat. Only one part of my roof that's flat, and that's the part that fell in, Grish. So I might be talking to you. I want to talk to you anyway about other things. Azarabella, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we could all use prayers over here on this side. Prayers for my flat roof to get fixed. What's up, Randy B? Good to see you. Love, Stephanie, blah, blah, blah. Jeep Sahara, thank you for the avocados. Let's get started on this video, huh? You guys probably saw it, but you didn't see my interpretation yet. So let's go. Part 2. Thank you, Grish. Go subscribe to his channel.
Coming here to Hidden True Crime, to sharing your side of the story and what is going on in your hearts and in your minds. And so with that, why don't we start honestly with sharing what I think many people might be wondering. Why are you choosing to do an interview today?
Let's get it. These are the case document numbers, Madeline Soto. And I noticed that Grish labels his, and he'll learn as he goes. You know, I saw you have awesome art, Grish. Awesome art. I like that mixed media thing you go on. I'm an artist too. I'm a tattoo artist. I'm an artist born into being an artist. I'm just an artist all around. So I saw your artwork, Grish. Keep it going. I love it. I don't even have time for tattoos right now, but I do tattoos. I support all artists. So there it is. That's how he labels them. He labels them by the case number. So if you guys were confused on what his video names are, that's what it is. And thank you, Not the Mama, for pushing me over to Grish and getting me to his videos. What is this, VeggieTales? No, this is not VeggieTales. These are our mascots. Here's the evil potato, trigger warning, and this is our love avocado. Show some love when people give the super chat, super stickers. No VeggieTales on this channel. As a matter of fact, this channel has lots of trigger warnings. All right, no VeggieTales on my channel, Chief Blastin. If you want to give me some masculine trigger warning thing, go ahead and send me an email. Let me know about that. I'll go get a real masculine like you look in that picture, Chief. All right, let's go. Case number 24-001896, Madeline Soto.
Well, we've had, first of all, you're thrusted into a limelight that you would never expected to experience in your entire life. It's a lot of mischaracterizing us and just a lot of speculation and conjecture. So anyway,
Bam, bam, bam.
The reason we're doing this today, Lauren and John, is because with the docket dump that went out there, we no longer feel constrained to keep silent and let people keep castigating us and dragging us through the muck for.
Did she call it castigating? What's up? Yeah, Jeeps are. I did catch that. I saw that. So many people from the crime crew were over on Grish's channel. Good for you guys supporting it. Awesome. I'm going to play a few clips from it today because we have things in common. The first thing we have in common is that we're covering Madeline Soto. Second thing we have in common is that dirtbag predator H-Ghost contacted this guy Grish as well. And I suspect he was doing some dirty things, some real dirty things, and getting pictures of Maddie, and in my opinion, re-victimizing her by having those young pictures and sharing them out. I don't understand that. But yeah, I did catch that. And I love that you guys were shouting my channel out. These guys are liars, but we expose them, and they've watched my videos. They don't like what I have to say, nor did they answer me back when I asked them for an interview. So anyway, you guys hit the like button like you do for Grisch. Subscribe if you haven't, and then please do support the channel. Thank you guys. Google it. Let's go.
For no reason, using lies, conjectures, embroidering facts that they do have, making up facts that they don't. It's become a very incestuous snake pit of lies, innuendo, and just.
Stephan's parents appearing on Hidden True Crime is a direct result of their KPD interview. Shout out to Grizzly for the footage.
Shout out to Grizzly, baby.
We can do it one of two ways. I can just give you guys the floor and you can let us know what their dynamic was, or I can do it question and answer wise, whatever's more comfortable for you.
Well, if you do it question and answer wise, you'll get the answers that you wanted. If you let us sit here and ramble on for half an hour, you may not get what you want. You still have to ask the question.
Fair enough for me.
We can fill in the gaps.
Yes.
All right. So any idea how long Stephan and Jenn have been in a relationship?
7 years.
7 years.
7 to 8 years, somewhere there.
Okay. And was it constant throughout those 7 and 8 years, or on and off, or?
They were friends first, close friends first, and then it evolved into a romantic relationship. I think probably the first 18 months was just friendship, and then it changed.
Now, it's interesting to hear their perspective versus Jenn Soto's perspective, because she didn't say that it was 18 months in. She said maybe about a year in, she asked Stephan Stearns if they could hook up. Why don't we just hook up? You're hanging out all the time anyway. You're at my house, spend the night. We're sleeping in the same bed. So why not? Why not just hook up? And Stephan Stearns says, sure. But what's weird about that with these parents is they seem to know too much, you guys. They know way too much about their son to not have known or noticed or had any intuition that their son was in fact victimizing Maddie. They mentioned several times about Maddie sleeping in the bed with them and them feeling uncomfortable. Even Maddie sleeping in the bed at one point with this lady that's nothing to Maddie, nor does she support her in the way she talked about her, that she's a young lady that was a little too fast. And Chief Blast and Bass, yes, I thank you. I love your picture there. You're just looking nice and strong. So I figure, hey, who's better than to a big strong guy to give me some ideas on a new trigger warning? So yeah, these guys, not only that, but they had the hard drive in their possession that I know that Chris took a look at. And remember, this mom here also paid off people to keep Stephan out of jail when he was younger. She paid them not to go to the cops and tell that he was filming them in compromising positions in the bathroom, you guys. So they know too much to not have known many things. All right. Stephan's mom literally said they embroidery facts. Oh my God, how cute, right? Embroider facts. It's just crazy. These people know too much. They know too much. How'd they know 18 months? Did Stephan Stearns tell them, hey, Jenn and I had about 18 months and then we hooked up? What did they say? Why was he talking to them about that specific detail of their relationship? It's weird.
From there, and no, we did not like the relationship.
Why not?
Didn't prove it.
No.
Why?
She was bad influence on him because of her
Drugs.
Well, drugs plus I think she was taking medications for depression, anxiety, what have you, and I just didn't feel that she was going to be a good influence for him.
She's bipolar. She's bisexual. She's a drug addict. She had a young child.
And I love this because their son's also a drug addict. But the other thing is that what's really weird is they knew all this, and yet they still hired her. And I think we talk about this here. They had Jenn Soto as one of their front runners in their company doing things for them. So they knew that she was all that and a bad mother and a drug addict and a bad person for the son. I'm gonna hobby like by Jay, a fake potato. It looks like the emoji. Well, thank you. Send that on over. We'll put that up. they did pay hush money, but they also had Jenn as part of their life for a big 7 years, you guys. A big 7 years. So it's a bit crazy.
The family was disapproving. And
Quick note, Jenn and Stephan didn't
What?
start as close
No.
friends. They met as co-workers for Eco Homes,
420.
a company that Stephan's dad owned. The reason why they know the timeline so well is because they hired Jenn Soto. They
Yeah,
don't
but
want to
how
talk
did they
about that
know?
because all that disapproval talk goes right out the window because you're really the matchmaker. The hubris is next level. Could you imagine how they were speaking to people prior to their son getting arrested?
Right?
With these two interviews being very different, it's easier to tell how the Sterns fuck with the language. Stephan's parents appearing on Hidden True Crime is a direct result of their interview that they had with the Kissimmee Police Department. The KPD's intended role for Stephan's parents was only to provide them useful information for their investigation. The intent of Stephan's parents was quite different. They're trying to steer the investigation toward Jenn Soto by trying to make their son seem less culpable.
Absolutely, and they want to get him away from the death penalty. Now, Deb Davis, they wouldn't turn Jenn in because if they were to turn Jenn in, they're implicating Stephan. And they know when there's a hard drive, a huge hard drive that he's hiding, and he's got a sex doll in his room, and he's sleeping with Maddie and Jenn for a long time, and he's telling his family, Stephan starts telling his family how Jenn sleeps around, and Maddie dresses a little too promiscuous for her age, and she's kind of fast where she's gotten with the boys sometimes. He's telling her all this. So when when Stephan's telling parents is they're not going to implicate him. Now, Krista, that's perfect what you just said. They knew. There's no way Chris Stearns didn't know about his kitty PORN that he had on that hard drive and all the things that their son was into. All right. So yeah, being bisexual or any of that, your gender doesn't have anything to do with how you raise your kids or treat them. That's just them trying to push it off to Jenn. I'd love for Stephan Stearns to implicate Jenn into this. And yeah, brilliant work, Grisch. The way Grisch puts these videos together, I am by no means do I do video editing or any of that stuff. So shout out to Grisch for the video editing that you and the time you put into this, the way you do it. Absolutely love it.
They were hoping that just the public's awareness of their cooperation would lessen the chances of their reputation being destroyed. This is how Stephan's parents fuck with the language in order to do that. First, they get a baseline of their immediate audience, which in this case would be the KPD detectives. Next, they find true attributes of their target person, which would be Jenn Soto, that they believe that their immediate audience would accept as negative on their own. That's mainly to avoid having to explain or give specific examples of why that trait is negative. Then they go on to say things like drugs, she's bisexual, she's bipolar. For their immediate audience, that tactic worked, but you can't say those things to everybody. And they found out when their interview ended up on YouTube. They were fully aware that they were being recorded by a public official, but they're mad at the public for.
Look at that face she's got in there. Grish, you're funny. Look at that face of her. And yes, they knew they were being recorded, and yet all the bad things that we all said about them and how they baby them. What is up with that? Now, Vanessa, you're right about Yolanda. Jenn was in that house at the time, and I believe her mom helped her do that. Now, April from Illinois says, I got a question. What is that picture by my name? The picture by your name that means you got gifted a membership, I believe. It looks like you have a membership, April. So yeah, you're in green. That's what that is. Somebody gifted you a membership, and now you can be at our members only. Exactly, doesn't matter as long as you're good to your kid. Yeah, it has nothing to do with it. And yes, much love for Grish and the way he edits those videos and puts them together. And I love it because it gives me time to go in between and talk about the facts of the case, what happened, what we're thinking now, what's happened in between, and what we go back and what we see later on in hindsight, right? All right. My book is called Reason Why I'm Gay 111 or Reason 111. I don't know. I'll drop it in chat, Edith. I don't even know the name of my book right this second. I'm looking at it. But if you just put Reason Why 111, you'll find it. Jay Scott, Minnesota girl. Thank you so much. That's going to go towards my super sticker, towards my roof. Thank you. I can't wait to get that done. Hopefully next year I have everything done, which is coming soon. So thank you, Minnesota girl, for the $9.99 super sticker. I appreciate you. And yeah, let's keep going because we have a big show today, you guys. And this week. This week is going to be giveaways and members only.
Their reaction when their interview becomes public record. Like, who do these people think they are? Then they go on Hidden True Crime to direct their anger toward the public and basically do the exact same thing. Then they talk about being constrained and castigated and conjecture. And I'm losing my voice right now, and I really don't want to spend my voice on quoting her.
Did she say that? Did she say incestuous?
Never mentioned anything. I've never seen any signs. I tried watching her like a hawk. I thought I was doing a good job, but I wasn't. I was oblivious to everything. 4 years?
Minimum.
Minimum.
That far
more
back
like
the cloud
7.
goes. I find it hard to believe for me that you were so worried about how many pills she took at night, but not where she slept or what relationship she was. His interest in her.
I thought we were all safe. I thought because in that he hadn't shown me anything so far. Like everything seems fine. Like he seemed like he treated her like
he treats you.
Yes. Wow.
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
That was a good point what he just said, and I saw you honing in on that in this video, Grisch. He treats her like he treats you. Very much. He calls Jen. He makes sure he gets on the iPhone, the iCloud, or Zoom, or whatever it is that they do. But he put a lot more attention into Maddie, so I don't know how she didn't see this when she says this. Yeah, boom, right there. Oh, snap, all the above. Oh, snap, and boom. He treats her like he treats you. How did you not notice this? Jasmine Oliver, first time catcher live, found you 2 days ago. Love your content. Thank you for the coverage. I look forward to seeing more videos. Well, I'll be doing more videos all week long, Jasmine. So welcome to our live stream. Good to see you. Good to meet you. And now you're part of the crime crew. Just don't forget to hit the like and the notification so you can see all the videos that come out. Yeah, sleep, eat, take pills, then go to sleep, eat, and then take more pills. So Jenn Soto is that was a big moment, and she's already starting to lie and think about what she's going to say. In my next video, I got a body language expert that you have probably not seen before, and the interpretation is this video, but much more clinical. So this is interesting. And look at her hands. What is up with those hands? I want to know from a body language expert, what does that mean? Is that like just because she's trying to keep herself together and keep them closed off? I mean, if I stood there like this, you guys would be like, what is wrong with Jay? Like, what is that? Like, why is Jay sitting there poking at her desk like this and keeping my hands like this? It's just weird. What does that mean? All right. I just don't get it. I don't understand. There's so many things that I can go into on this video. Yeah, I see that too, but it's gotta mean something. It's gotta mean something. What's up, Corral, or AKA Bean? How you doing? Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's what you felt. Does that make sense? People having lawyers is their constitutional right. That is a thing that everybody is afforded. But for somebody who's going through what you are going through, to offer him a lawyer leads me to believe that there may have been a conversation, there may have been knowledge, or there may have been some inclination that you had, whether it be his involvement, her location, or something to where in your mind there's guilt.
I promise you, like.
Because you offering him a lawyer is very weird.
I know. That was still me under the assumption that I think at one point you guys interviewed me, and when you guys showed me the picture of her, I believed the sexual stuff, but I didn't want to believe that he had done anything evil to her. I'm like, no, what if he
So that shows you right there, you guys, when they had that talk and when she, I mean, this is just almost clear as day. I feel like when she talks about the whole Woody Allen thing, it's like she's competing with Maddie. When Maddie was alive, I feel like there was a competition going on between her and Maddie, and they were competing for Stephan's love, for Stephan's attention. That's why they all three slept in the bed. Although at some point, I think she didn't want Stearns touching her anymore. She didn't want to give him to butt play. And so she put her daughter Maddie in the middle. Yeah, sock puppet hands. What is up with that? She's covering her JJ area. And yeah, she is doped up on downers, but when she says that, the moment that she says this right then and there, I believe that she was jealous of Maddie, but she was keeping Maddie to keep Stephan there, to bring in that extra income, to have a babysitter, and she was okay with the sex stuff, you guys. I'm 99.9 that she knew what was going on. Her gut told her what was going on, and she took her head and turned the other way and didn't want to see it. But she knew what was going on. She just didn't want to see it. You have a big crush on Detective Ken. What's up, Lucky? You have a big crush. Let's shout out Detective Ken. And I don't see you in green, Lucky, so get your membership if you can. If I can gift memberships today, I certainly will. And again, I want to thank you, Minnesota Girl, for the $9.99 super sticker. If anyone wants to jump on that, you guys, all of it helps. 99 cents, $1.99, all that helps. We have 20,000 subscribers now. If everybody put 99 cents, I'd have enough to get a roof. Love you guys. Love you, Lucky. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going because right here, she just told us that she knew about the sex stuff. She can get down with the sex stuff. If he did the sex stuff, let's still get an attorney for Stephan. But because he didn't take her life, he loved her. He was going to marry her when they were old enough. I'm going to go back a little because that's the point where I knew that she knew.
Constitutional right, that is a thing that everybody is afforded. But for somebody who's going through what you are going through, to offer him a lawyer leads me to believe that there may have been a conversation, there may have been knowledge, or there may have been some inclination that you had, whether it be his involvement, her location, or something to where in your mind there's guilt.
I promise you, like,
Because you offering him a lawyer is very weird.
I know. That was still me under the assumption that I think at one point you guys interviewed me, and when you guys showed me the picture of her, I believed the sexual stuff, but I didn't want to believe that he had done anything evil to her. I'm like,
Right
no, what
then,
if
man.
he
Right
what if
then.
he did this stuff fine, but what if she's still missing
Boom. Boom. I love
Remember,
that.
Jenn and
I
Stephan
love that.
started off as co-workers. Then they became friends, and they worked for the
Oh, we know.
company that Stephan's dad owned. In part one, I told you that these two Stains were never in a real relationship. I don't care what Stephan's parents said. Jenn tells you the reality of the situation if you listen closely.
Boom, right there. Perception versus reality. And we love you for this, Grish. I'm going to play a little bit of your members or your live stream from this weekend and kind of address some things because you're a new kid on the block. You're not a kid, but you're the new guy on the scene. You're covering the Maddie case. Everybody loves you. So let's get you up to those subscribers and let's go back and forth with each other. Let me see what you know. You can see what I know, and we'll do this perception versus reality, and we'll figure this case out and keep Maddie's name out there together. That's what I like doing with creators, not working against them, but working together. I like working with and using Plunder stuff and saying, hey, shout out to Plunder. I like working with Grizzly and shouting out to her. And I like to just work together so we can get more information out there and covered. All right, where's Jenn Soto? Jenn Soto is staying at Stephanie's house. I believe that I'm right, that Jenn Soto is with Stephanie Soto. I don't know why they're protecting her other than them not wanting to look bad.
So when did you meet Steve or Stephan?
I met Stephan
No.
In 2017, we both worked for Eco Homes, a real estate company. I did appointments, and he worked in the office doing like warranty work. We met as coworkers. We became really good friends. We were best friends for like a year. And then
Now, before we even get into this any further, you guys, now that we know this case the way we do and with Stephan Stearns and how predators work like H. Ghost, he was totally fixated on Maddie. We saw the pictures of Maddie being in a bathing suit on his shoulders when she was real little. And we didn't see a lot of the pictures of Maddie until now later on. That Grizzly has a lot of the pictures where no, I don't. Yeah, I think he's going to show a bunch of paper towels everywhere soon. But we didn't see the pictures of Maddie and how dressed up she was, like a little lady later on in the case. So yeah, partners in crime. We didn't see that until recently. We saw Maddie as a little tiny girl with Stephan, and he had her on his radar. He knew why he was approaching Jenn. He knew what he wanted from her. He knew what he wanted, and he wanted Maddie. He was grooming the situation, and when Jenn caught on to it, she was okay with it because she's telling us right here that she was okay with the sex stuff but not him taking her life. So what, Jenn, were you involved in taking her life? Did he cover it up for you?
eventually I asked him if he wanted to hook up, and he said sure. And yeah.
You said 17, 18. Did you live in Orlando, Kissimmee? Where were you guys staying then?
Kissimmee.
And did you guys live together in 17?
Look at the paper towels.
He technically lived at his parents' house, but he was staying at
All right, watch those paper towels, you guys. She's gonna fill up the couch with paper towels. I'm surprised we didn't get tears in there. When she starts to cry, that ugly cry, and a little tear, and she wipes her face. I'm surprised you didn't go drop, 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 drop. The whole room is filled up with tears, and she wipes it off. This part's funny, so there you go. Evil potato. Watch this. Cracks me up every time. Shout out to every time I see you on Grizzly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The paper towels. Yeah, watch this, guys. Gives a good laugh.
my house all the time.
Okay. Same house you're in now or a different house?
Wait, I take it back. In 2017, he wasn't staying over my house. It started in 2018 when we started hooking up, and he started sleeping over my house.
Okay.
And what were your next question?
Was that in the current
Yes.
house you live in now?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you lived in that house?
On and off. Because at one point we moved close to where his parents live right now. They live in Northport, Florida, Sarasota County. I lived in Port Charlotte, which is Charlotte County, the county right next door. We had an apartment there for like 6 to 8 months. We moved down there because, again, Stephan was promised a job and that fell through.
Now, that's correct. When Grisch says the paper towel symbolizes how much she should be crying, recalling the timeline, she knows by now that Maddie's life is no longer there, or she wouldn't have said that she was okay with the sex stuff, but not the unaliving of Maddie. And she's talking to this guy like she's recalling what they ate for dinner last night and them go to the movies, etc. So yeah, the edit is really good, and I love that they're stacking up. But look at her. It's just nonchalant. Like I'm telling you about my day at the aquarium.
So we supported ourselves in this tiny apartment for a little while until I ran out of funds.
Do you remember what year that was?
2020.
So when did you live in Port Charlotte? 2020?
What is this?
I don't remember what month I moved in, but I remember moving out in November.
Of 2020?
Yeah.
Now, remember, keep this in mind, you guys, for what we just talked about with the fraud from PPP. That fraud is directly correlated with the times that she lived with her mom back and forth in 2020, and then when she did it again. And I did get a few emails from a few of you guys that looked up the case, looked up the PPP loan in the very bottom where it said Jennifer, and then it was Soto, And then Burgos, that was not her, but the other one is potentially her, right when she's talking about living at her mom's house and moving back and forth. So that was right around 2020 and 2021. All right.
Okay.
What's up?
So it was some April, May.
That's fine. It was fine. We can let we need to later. 13. In 2017. So 2018.
6.
6. Her body.
Thank you for saying that.
Two.
Yes, thank you for saying that. We didn't know exactly what she was thinking about or what she was nervous from. Was she recalling the morning that maybe she helped take Maddie's life, or she took Maddie's life and had Stephan clean it up? Was she talking about the time where they were getting their story straight and scripting? Or was she nervous because she started talking about, or we know now at that time in, Port Charlotte, the PPP loan was happening and she was getting money. He was asking her specifically about where she was living, what she was doing, the timeline. Yeah, scammers have no conscience. I agree. Oh, thank you, Michelle Legrand, for the $2 super sticker. Choo choo. I appreciate you. And here we go with the avocado. This is my avocado. It's gonna go on the top of my roof when I get one. Thank you guys. Yes, 7 rolls of paper towels and they're keep stacking up, you guys.
At the same time, no. But I've had ex-husbands and ex-boyfriends live in that same house before.
Got it. You were to Port Charlotte sometime in 2020 for a few months.
Yeah.
And then you came back to the same house.
After Port Charlotte, I went back to my mom's house for a little while.
Where's that?
In Hunters Creek, Florida.
Got it.
Thank you.
Even before Port Charlotte, actually, the few months before I was in Port Charlotte, I was living at my mom's house.
With Stephan.
Thank you.
Around March 20, decided he wanted to renovate the house and possibly sell it. So he told us to get out. So March 2020, so around COVID time, like 2 weeks after COVID was announced, I moved in with my mom.
Okay.
And I lived with her for a little bit. And then the Port Charlotte house.
Okay, notice that the paper towels as they keep stacking up. She's talking about moving to Port Charlotte, like I'm talking about to you guys the field trip that I went on Friday and just nonchalantly and casual. But she's also talking about where she started getting her funds as she was living with her mom. And I guarantee you her mom was helping her with those. Who brought all the paper towel rolls in? Well, she did because she's crying. She's crying. Her daughter's unalived already. Her daughter's dead, and she just found out. She just saw pictures of her daughter giving blowjobs to Stephan Stearns, and she's using all the paper towels. Don't you see her crying?
Apartment happened. Moved to Port Charlotte. Were there for a few months. Came back to live with my mom. Was there for a few months, and then I decided to move back. That he was moving out and like getting an RV and like living the RV life.
Yeah.
So he needed somebody to take care of the house for him. So I said, yeah, I would do it, of course. So I moved in. I moved into his bedroom, downstairs, the master bedroom. And then
All right, guys, and I want you to know when she's talking about this timeline, this is the timeline when Stephan started abusing Maddie in a sexual way. This is where it starts getting documented when Jenn Soto moved downstairs into Juan's room. That is when the picture started, or when the documentation is of Stephan abusing Maddie and doing all these sex acts and making her do this and that. Right when Juan moved out, they knew what was up. They knew Juan would be able to catch on to that, engage it. Grandpa Juan loved her. So that as soon as Grandpa hit the road, they started doing that. And when I say they, I do believe that she is absolutely involved and culpable in the sexual activity that they put Maddie in. And they can't really call it sexual because it was abuse. Yeah. Now we're up to 8 rolls here. Let's keep going. So that's when the documentation of the abuse started, was when she moved into Juan's room.
eventually Stephan did come. A few years. It wasn't until like June of last year that we'll go upstairs to the guest bedroom upstairs because I just he's not a very clean guy. He's kind of a little hoarder and a collector. So
And a
just my
dirty
house was always a
pig.
mess and never the way that I wanted it to look. Or the clutter just gave me anxiety. So I asked him to move upstairs and he did. And he lived upstairs until until December of last year.
Do you guys wonder why she really had Stephan Stearns move upstairs? Does it make you really start to think when you know that the documented abuse started right then, right at 2020, the beginning or the end of 2019 and 2020? And this correlates with the time that she told Stephan, get out of my room and go upstairs. And then she gave Maddie, they made this half room because that half room was not there. That half room was, let me repeat, that half room was not there when CM lived there. And that those rooms were not numbered, you guys. Those rooms were absolutely not numbered, and there was not a half room for Maddie. That happened after Juan moved out, and she just, right in this timeline, kicked Stephan Stearns out of her room. Do you think that's because she knew what was going on with him and Maddie, and she didn't want to be, oh, I'm not going to, because she was jealous? How does that correlate so closely with that and it not be directly connected? I don't believe in coincidences. Although this is very funny that these rolls of paper towels are flying everywhere, and she's still talking like, "Hey, yeah, he moved upstairs in March of 2020, and we did this, and yeah, my dad was going to do this." Maddie's not missing and not she's not alive anymore, but we're going to talk like this.
And then he moved to Northport, Florida with his parents. But they had promised him a job, but that fell through. So we were in the process of.
There it is. There's the timeline. All right. All right, I love that. And when I saw this the first time, I said, I need to show you guys that timeline because Grisch, as he does this, he's seen the images as an artist. When someone's talking, you actually see what they. That's me anyway. I'm an artist, and when someone's telling me what they want, I already am picturing it in my head, like he's doing here. So it shows you right there. Eco Home Coworkers, 2017. 2018, about mid 2018 is when, hey, you want to hook up? Sure. 2019, Stephan Stearns started staying over. Now, when he started staying over, you guys, that's when CM, the roommate that we had on our channel, said that they started being friends, and Jenn said they started hooking up even more and more. And then 2020, that short time is when she was staying at Yolanda's, but not for long because CM lived there between 2019 and 2020. And then 2021, usual Stephan moves back in, and that's when it starts getting documented of Maddie's abuse. And then we go other usual house, move upstairs, and then Northport 2024. All right, this is great. Great timeline. We've always needed one like this. So simple, but yet so impactful. Yeah, Jenn is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She knew he was dirty and that she sent her daughter with that nasty shit. Right. Right. I can't even imagine what Maddie went through with that dirty guy that never showered. Ugh. Yes, justice for Maddie.
I'll get into the timeline in the next part, but for now, I just want to show you guys something.
All right. And did you get off at 10 p.m.?
Yes.
All right.
Documented Clark. So the CSAM may have started in 2018, but it is not documented until right after the roommate moved out. So I can tell you that with certainty, it didn't get documented until 2019, 2020, right when, because many people try to blame CM when the roommate lived there. They tried to blame her, and nothing was documented until after she moved out. So although I believe that's the case, they didn't have proof of it yet. Elizabeth told her, remember, for 2 months, my daughter died. I couldn't talk for weeks. Prayer to you, Elizabeth. I'm sorry for your loss. Yes, but I'm telling you right now, it wasn't documented in 2018. Clark, even if it started, they didn't have anything until after CM moved out, and it was right after CM moved out and Juan also moved out.
Did you go directly home?
Yes.
About how long does it take you to get home?
Watch this part right here.
About 25 to 30 minutes.
And when you get home, who is downstairs, if anybody? You have a 2-story, is it a townhome? Is that the best word for it?
Yes.
If anybody is downstairs, who is downstairs?
I saw my daughter Madeline and Stephan.
Do you recall what Madeline was wearing?
Of course not.
No.
And do you recall what Stephan was wearing?
Oh, that's a long pause. I bet you she recalls that, but she doesn't want to say it.
I can't tell you no.
Yeah, that long pause is very telling because she said right away no that she doesn't remember Maddie's, but she's a smart lady, you guys. I know she looks like this. I know she looks like a dumb potato, but she knew that if she was to say, I remember what Stefan wore, but not Maddie, it would show right there and there that no interest in Maddie. She pushed him off. She pushed Maddie off to Stefan and knew exactly what he was wearing. And yeah, pajamas would make sense, right, you guys? She didn't see them that night. That's a good possibility. Or if she was involved, she did see them that night. There's the thing.
Now, during this 30 minutes that the three of you are in your bedroom, is Madeline engaging in any of her kind of nighttime routine or, getting ready for bed? What else is going on, if anything?
We spent a long time talking about gifts and having her show me, and then we counted out her money.
Isn't that weird that they were counting out her money after her birthday party, knowing damn well that when we listened to Sage's interview, who's Maddie's best friend, she said Maddie wasn't happy at her party at all. As a matter of fact, she was being bitchy at her party. Anything that the Sage did, she was getting snappy at it. She didn't get the presents that she wanted. She didn't get the money that she wanted. Jenn barely saw Maddie, and yet she's counting out the money, you guys. Now, was she counting out the money after Maddie's life was already taken? Were they counting that out? All right, right. Her one gift. Yeah, she didn't get the gift that she was, but they're counting Maddie's money. And what's up, Deb Davis? Good to see you guys. And don't forget, we have 546 people in chat. If you guys like how I present true crime, collaborate with other people, have the guests on here, and be a voice for victims who no longer have it, please do hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your community. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you guys. It's free to hit the like button. All right, Jay, you need a Pepe Le Pew because there's something very stinky going on here. Absolutely. No pun intended with Stephan Stearns as well. Very stinky going on. I agree. Pepe Le Pew, where are you? We spent a long time talking about gifts and having her show me, and then we counted out her money. I can't remember if she had finished with all of her bedtime routine. Well, we now know it was only a 30-minute span from the time she got home at 10:30 till 11 when they say they sent Maddie to bed. And then at 11:49, Stephan Stearns was already on that site where he was uploading pictures and possibly trading PORN, maybe even pictures of Maddie.
I can't remember if she had finished with all of her bedtime routine.
Okay. Does she brush her teeth at night?
In the shower.
I like this.
In the shower?
I like
Okay.
Uh-huh. There it is, y'all. There's the toothpaste in the shower. Now, Clark, I gotta say on this, she would have to remember the last thing. I don't think that she didn't remember what she's wearing. I think she didn't want to say what she was wearing the last time she saw her because she didn't want to get locked into that time where she saw Maddie and then they redressed her to dump her body. That's what I'm thinking more likely. An overprotected 111. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the 999 super sticker. Much love to you. And happy holidays to everybody. It's the season right now, you guys. There it is. Very telling, this part. And I love that you honed in on the toothbrush and toothpaste in the shower. Remember, there was only a 30-minute time frame. Now, I'd like to get that. I don't get the toothbrush thing. Anyone? Grisch, if you're still on here, can you tell us about the toothpaste thing? She did say that she brushes her teeth in the shower, but what is that meaning when you're showing that right there? Does that mean the time frame she's talking about, or what? If you're still on here, Grish, let us know. If not, maybe we'll get an answer from him sooner or later. Okay, so 2 toothbrushes, does that possibly mean Stephan's toothbrush and her toothbrush? You say 2 toothbrushes. Is that what that means? Let's look back for a second. So Grish is still here. There's 2 toothbrushes in there, and I'm not sure what that symbolizes, if that means because Stephan was in there as well, maybe with her brushing his teeth because Jenn wasn't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, back to back. I see it. All right, so there's 2 toothbrushes head to head here, like somebody had used them at the same time. Maybe Stephan was in the shower with Maddie. Maybe he told the roommates, I have to make sure she's taking a shower, and he would go back and forth in the bathroom. Maybe he was taking the shower with her. I do see 2 toothbrush. I see one this way, the head is facing this way, and then another one facing the same way. So I'm not sure. Yes, Grish says yes. Yes, maybe Stephan was watching her do her nighttime routine and he got in the shower with her many times because he wanted to make sure that she was groomed for him properly. Okay, thank you. I figured that. And there's a good possibility Stephan took many showers with Maddie. I wouldn't put it past it, and I don't think that's a far stretch. That's why she can't recall their clothing. That's what I think too. I don't think she was there enough to recall their clothing, and she didn't recall what Maddie was wearing in the morning because she said black shorts and a hoodie when in fact she was wearing blue jeans and a green hoodie. Yeah, it can't get much sicker than it already is, you guys. It really can't. At this point, we're just learning the facts of what's happening. We're speculating because we don't know exactly, but it's a good speculation at this point. All right. So Grish, that's what I thought too, that they were both in there brushing their teeth. It wasn't Jenn because Jenn had nothing to do with her bedtime routine. Something corporate hoodie. All right. Yeah, it is. It's gross and it's disgusting. All right. Yes, we are on the case, you guys. Long time in the shower, Jenn said. And Stephan put her in the shower very often. He made sure that she was nice and cleaned up for him. And then with the cleaning out her air, giving her the laxative to make sure she was clean for him. Oh my goodness. That's perfect. All right. Great interpretation, you guys. And I want to do a couple more things. I'm going to use
to Hidden True Crime to share.
All right, we started this over, but I want to show you. I'm going to go to his channel, Grish's, because I want you to see that. And you guys we all need to be careful, you guys, of predators, pedos infiltrating this community when we're talking about a little girl here. And it just so happens that happened to Grish as well. So if you weren't on the live that weekend, it was very eye opening for me that that H Ghost, you know, the big thing that happened on my channel where people were accusing my channel of having H Ghost as a moderator. Well, in fact, H Ghost was sending Grish. I guess I was from Reddit. I guess it started from Reddit. Was sending Grish pictures of little pictures of Maddie, you guys, baby pictures of what was he doing with those pictures and why did he have them? All right. So this is what we're going to talk about for a little bit. Grish, that's Grish over there. He doesn't want his face shown like me. I'm fully on the stage, you guys. I'm like, hey, I'm out here. This is Jay with Guilty of Crime. I should probably hide my face, but 20,000 subscribers later, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So Yolanda didn't want to deal with Jen because she was lazy. Let's talk about this for a little bit. Pedos infiltrating this community. And yeah, he did. He took over the Reddit community as a moderator and was pushed onto my channel by default because I was working with Jenny Esquivel and she was working with him. In fact, I wasn't, but he did call me a bunch of times and he posed as a male. Now he posed as a female to Grish. All right. Thank you, Life Artist. Much love to you. Synth, much love to you. I love you so much. I want to do something for you. I want to get you some merch as well. I love you, girl. Thank you for the 10 Guilty of Crime memberships. I hope you guys get a membership, especially for the members only. All right. For members only coming up. Now, you want to know what you're confused about this money. What does that mean? What money are you confused about? Let me know. Yeah, very unreal. Unreal that H Ghost infiltrated our community. Let's listen to Grish talk about it. Now, remember, Grish isn't a kid, but Grish is the new kid on the block for this Maddie case stuff. And Grish reached out, or I'm sorry, Grish didn't reach out. H Ghost posed as a female and was sending Grish pictures of Maddie. Let's listen in.
So you have a black dude that talks criminal shit sometimes, and then you have a police officer. You think I'm gonna just talk down on him like that because
All right, so that also got me in trouble, by the way, you guys. That H Ghost was starting crap with strategic, and they got pushed onto my channel by default. So it's very interesting. I didn't really want to talk about the strategic stuff, but good for you, Grish, for not letting people do that to you. Let's get into the H Ghost thing, black or
he's doing
white
his
or
job.
whatever.
And then I started thinking about it for a second. I'm like, there's something up with this dude. And right when my intuition kicked in, everything was gone. And the thing is that this person presented themselves as a female.
Oh man.
Like had a female avatar, but like
All right, so if you guys just stepped in, we're talking about H Ghost, which was a predator and a pedo in our community. He infiltrated his way into YouTube. He started on Reddit, being a mod of the Reddit Madeline Soto page, and he infiltrated, and now he's posing as a female for Grish. Pat Sanford, this is, I want to tell you guys, and I want to say, Pat, this is very typical of a predator. I was both repulsed and desperately in love with my groomer. I'd yell, "Go away, leave me alone," every time before he came over while putting on makeup and lingerie. That's what I believe happened with the Stephan and Maddie relationship. It wasn't a relationship, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Now, this person is talking about the troll, which was H Ghost, that got my channel into hot water, that also called out strategic and created a war between our communities. That's what he's talking about. Grish is the new guy on the block in the Maddie case.
everything about them said female until later on in the conversation it seemed like there's something up with this person. And then right when I was gonna pounce on this person, it was discovered that they were on RSO. They are a registered offender in California called H, but his name was H Ghost on Reddit.
There it is. H Ghost, you guys. We're going to put it in the chat. We're going to put it down there. All right. Nope, not today. What's up? Hello. All right, let's go a little bit forward. I know a lot of you guys were on his live stream, so I'm just going through a couple of key
It's not
points.
just me. They have an odor. They have a certain odor that says
Thank you.
they got it. They're like that.
All right, so let me have one of the mods drop Grish's link. It's at Grisch. I don't know why he wears a mask. Like I just said, I show my face. I've been out here in the community for a while. He's an artist and he's doing these videos out of the kindness of his own heart. He's not getting paid. He's not even monetized. So yeah, he just doesn't want to show his face. That's all good. That's all good. Many of you guys I saw this weekend were on his live stream and I watched it and I wanted to address a few things. All right, I'm gonna hit play here. Let's listen in. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I'm going to also get to body language expert on that same footage we were just watching with Jenn Soto when we're done here. Hit the like button, you guys.
And they have a like Pavlov corn dog says, I think they enjoy calling into these channels, duping it up. Yeah, they like, it's like almost like they're like taunting you with their weirdness, like getting that close to you, and then that's them the whole time. And so it's weird. Okay. Nope, not today. You said I sat in court as a paralegal, a true offender does that. Thank you.
Oh, well, look at Nope Not Today's infiltrating all channels. And thank you, Kimberly Mann, for the $10 super sticker. You guys are generous. I appreciate it. It's going towards the roof fund, and I will send you guys pictures when we're done. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to see what's going on. Yeah, I do my best. I'm out there. It is what it is. Grisch speaks for himself. He says, I wear a mask because I talk a lot of criminal stuff and I have felonies. Doesn't really do me good in the real world. Agreed, Grisch. Agreed. I don't talk about any of that. I don't have any felonies. I don't even have speeding tickets. So I've showed my face the whole time. But hey, all preference for what you guys want to do. And I dropped your link. So there it is. It's at Coco Grish 808. Go watch it. And just know that we're on Guilty of Crime. I'm Jay with Guilty of Crime. You guys are here on my channel today and we're reacting to this. So whatever you guys love or don't love or do, hey, it's all up to the creator's preference. And he's a very talented artist. So go check out his channel. Talk to him. Maybe at some point he'll want to collaborate on something. But for right now, I want you to hear a few of his thoughts if you missed them.
They have an odor. It's like, it's there. It's there. They share an odor, and it's very specific.
Exactly.
Very, very specific. And it's like, it's an offensive smell. It's this type of smell that's like you want to hurt them. It's not like a
yes.
you smell like last Thursday. It's a smell like I have to eliminate you smell. That's the way I take it. It's like there's something about you that you need to be eliminated right now. Yes, it's a sourness. It's a very sourness. It's oh man.
There you go.
It's wild. I just
all right. Let's go a little bit forward.
But yeah,
hold on. I don't want to miss anything, but I didn't watch
that dude. To keep it real with you, that's part of the reason why I'm going so hard on this.
Maybe
because it's only right.
I'm glad he didn't get caught up with H Ghost.
I'm sorry. I just got put into another dimension for a second. Okay.
I'm always in this dimension. You're lucky.
All right.
I can't get out of this dimension, you guys.
Sup, Grisch, Maryland, holla. Yeah. Yeah. How do you know I'm from Maryland?
All right. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing. I just wanted a few things that pertain.
It was like this is a cloudy day in here. And then when I saw in the kitchen, once I learned more about like the dynamics of the house and the roommates and everything, I look at the roommates' room. They got the rice, they got all that stuff, and then they have their own refrigerator upstairs. Everything is moved up to be away from Jenn. And then I see you look downstairs. There's no rice. There's not the what you would usually think a Latino would have, and there's none of that stuff there. And but you got two Latinos upstairs, and they got all the rice, they got all the stuff, and they got all the stuff to make it except the stove. Jenn doesn't have showing anything like that, and
That's an interesting observation.
Y'all kidding me with 108
Absolutely.
people?
Absolutely. Now, people are doing it right when you just started a channel, and last week it had less than 2,000 subscribers, and now you have everybody hitting you up like, hey Grisch, can you do this next video? I can't wait for it to be out. Crazy. Very crazy. You're doing something right. Yeah, this is a different observation. Now, Krista, what he's talking about in this video, or right here, someone asked about observation of that house, of Jenn Soto's condo, and what you see in the pictures. And what you see in the pictures are roommates having their rooms labeled, and them having their own little kitchen area where they keep their rice, they keep their stuff, and then when they go down to the kitchen, they take it and they take it back. So that's, yeah, he's picking up on things that we don't necessarily pick on because we're looking at the dynamics of the case. It's a lot of speculation, or it's kind of like detective work. When detectives look at a crime scene, they pick things up from looking at something. So they keep their food separate, and they definitely do that. They're all separate, and that's why they had numbers on their doors, you guys. All right, so yeah, you guys can go over to his channel and watch this live stream. He did a great job. I saw the crime crew over there. I saw everybody over there with him, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I wanted to address it today. I didn't go over here and timestamp any of this, so I don't know exactly what's happening. Now listen to it for a minute, and then I'm going to go to the body language video with Jenn Soto. All right.
Steve thinks so she can get assistance. I think someone like Jenn would definitely act like she was essayed for the benefit. I'm not saying that I just straight all out don't believe her, but the way that she conveyed that to the police officer.
All right, so welcome, Daniela Varon. If you missed the very beginning, we were going over part 2, Jennifer Soto, and what her connection is to Maddie's death and abuse. So we're in part 2. The guy that did the video is Grisch, and Grisch had a live stream, and many of these crew members, including you're part of the crime crew now that you're here, we're speculating on some of the things that happened in Maddie Soto's house with Jenn Soto and Stephan Stearns. So yeah, you'll definitely have to start over from the beginning and then go subscribe to his channel. But yeah, he's got a lot of perceptions that we don't catch the first time or the second. We're caught into different details, and he's an artist. That's all I can say about that.
In the context of her daughter being missing, it seemed very scripted. And then on top of that, there was that notebook in Madeline's room, and it said, I get anxious or something around men who resemble my perpetrator. But then outside of the margins of the page to the left side, it said all men, and then scratched out resemble the perpetrator. So it's like, all right, you're making this sound even more than what it is.
All right, so that, I believe, is her disability, so forth. Minnesota girl, thank you so much for the $9.99. Hit that like button, you guys. You guys are amazing. Again, if you guys just hopped in here, this week we're having merchandise giveaways. I'm going to give up my book, give you a hoodie, give you a long sleeve, whatever the heck you want on the merch store. We're going to give it to you. We're coming out with new icons for you, that those that are members. Hit the like button, go over to Grish's, do his thing. He's the new guy on the block in this case, so he's working through a lot of stuff that I've worked through in the 300 videos that I have on my channel, and I love his perception. So go over there and watch it. I did want to address him and shout out to him, so thank you for letting us use your content. I can't wait until part 3 comes back, so I can hear what what your perception is, the things that I missed all the times. All right, so I'm gonna now go to the body language expert. We have not seen this on my channel. This is the same interview that we watched with Grisch and his perception. Now we're gonna watch their perception of an actual body language expert. Grisch seems to understand how people like Jenn, yes, under the wire, and he talked about that being a felon and being into criminal activity prior to, so you have a better perspective. It's kind of like Jumpsuit Pablo, right? Jumpsuit Pablo has a way different perspective than I might have. And yes, catching the 2 toothbrushes together means a couple to me, and we've been saying that. What's up, Lori Green? How you doing? We didn't catch the toothbrushes like that. All right, Sweetie says I'm a large. Okay, Jay. Fat Tubes, I bet she hasn't had any Botox. I bet she hasn't. I bet you she's going to look terrible when she comes out. She's going to look just like this. All right, let's get into the interview. It's about 10 minutes, and it's a body language expert breaks down Jenn Soto's police interview, the one we just watched with Grisch. Let's see how different that is. Grisch is not a profiler. Grisch is an artist. He edits videos. He does artwork. Go to his channel. Check it out. Jumpsuit Pablo and many of the people that have been in prison break things down in a different way than us that's never been arrested or in prison or anything like that. And it's awesome. We love it. We're here for it. All right. Let's listen up.
Jenn Soto was interviewed, and we've got some newly released video footage of that interview where she's questioned about the discovery of the child pornography on her boyfriend, Stephan Stern's cell phone. Now, this interview occurred while they were still trying to locate Madeline. The 13-year-old disappeared in late February, was found on March the 1st in a rural wooded area in Florida. Osceola is the county where she was found. Stephan Stearns is charged in her murder. Initially was held on charges of child sex abuse based on what was found on the cell phone. Now,
right,
with a very special guest. So let's welcome her. And now, jury consultant and human behavior expert, Susan Constantine. Susan, always great to have you. Let's go. So we've got this first clip where Jenn Soto is explaining why she offered her boyfriend a lawyer.
You offering him a lawyer is very weird.
All right, this clip is right from the gate of what we watched with Grisch and how he had the paper towels floating around and the different little things. And this is from a body language expert that works with the police department and has done this for, 25 or 30 years. So that's what we're doing now. Much different perspectives from my perspective to an officer's perspective. Yeah, very weird hands, in my opinion. Many people say she's blocking off her vajayjay area, and it's something that has to do with body language of not wanting to be open. So anyway, trigger warning, some language that they use in this video may not be suitable for you guys, that we don't normally use this kind of language here. Michelle Legrand, if she doesn't get arrested for Maddie stuff, she will probably be arrested for frauding the government. That's what I would like to see. I'd love to see that. Please, let's make that happen. What about GoFundMe, guys? GoFundMe, we should make her accountable for that. And yes, you're saying JJ, protecting Stephan Stearns, getting him a lawyer. This is where we started out earlier. Let's listen.
I know. That was still me under the assumption that I think at one point you guys interviewed me, and when you guys showed me the picture of her, I believed the sexual stuff, but I didn't want to believe that he had done anything evil to her. I'm like, no, what if he did this stuff? Fine, but what if she's still missing out there? What if somebody took her?
Okay, Susan, what do you think?
Well, what I'm first of all listening to is the flow of her language. So there's a lot of kind of stop, start, restart again, and the kind of the break and flow. So she's thinking very quickly to trying to kind of put up her story because she knows it doesn't really make sense.
All right, so this is what we hear completely, we see this body language expert that works with the police department, older white lady's perspective versus mine, which is, a 45-year-old Puerto Rican and Spanish person that can relate to you guys in the community. And then you got Grisch, the guy with the thing on his face that's had a felony, right? So we love all sides of the story. All sides make a whole, you guys. When we have all sides to everything, it really makes things complete. Yes, that's a Chucky potato head. And yes, I love this community. I love this community here that we're creating. We just hit 20,020 subscribers on this channel. We have probably 600 Crime Crew officials. We're going to be giving away merch and my book this week on Wednesday and Friday. So get your memberships. We're going to be giving things out for Christmas and for the 20,000 subscribers. And we get all sides of the story. Yes, Jen does not care about Maddie, in my opinion. All right, let's keep going. And you guys, while we're at it, let's watch out for predators, okay? If you see something, say something. If you're a teacher working at a school, or you're a step parent of somebody, or you're a grandma of somebody and you see weird things going on in that household, tell. Please turn them in, no matter what you think. So that's what we're talking about here today. All of it. We want justice for Maddie, just straight up like that. We all want the same thing, I hope. And that's to arrest Jenn Soto and talk about how much did Jen know about this, you guys, versus what she's saying and what her body language is saying.
So that's a real problem for me. The other thing is that why would she then, ask about an attorney? That just doesn't make sense, because she says that she realizes that he could have been a pedophile, but then she dismisses it. So she distances herself from that, which is really alarming. So when you know that you knowingly know at that point in time that person was a pedophile, was assaulting your child, you downgrade them to an assailant, a rapist, or pedophile. The fact that she still has that close connection is really strange. It reminds me of Wade Robson and Michael Jackson case, which is one of the cases I worked on. So when they don't distance us, they still have that close relationship. Ooh, that's a big problem for me.
Oh, this is fascinating. And Susan, in the next clip, you'll hear the officer talking about how she's making Stephan Stearns a priority. Let's watch.
So we showed you photos of Stephan raping.
No.
First thought you had was to ask his father if you should get a lawyer?
No. I saw a picture. I didn't see the rape. I didn't know she was getting raped until yesterday.
And also the way she says it, you guys, this is a lot clearer audio. When she said that here, I didn't see the RAPE. I didn't know she was getting RAPED until you guys told me. And she continues to move on with her sentence. She didn't stop. It didn't trip her up. She didn't really even blink at that point. She's still sitting there with her hand shut and her hands all closed off. Didn't miss a beat the way she talked, didn't blink extra, didn't anything, just boldly said, I didn't know about that. Yeah, Kimberly, man, I'll be going gringo loco for the group. I'm a 55-year-old white woman. Well, hello, Kimberly, man, you gringa loca for the group. Thank you. We love you guys, all you guys. Yeah, heard it clearly. And no second guessing what she says. Nothing seems to bother her about what she just said. She said graped and then grape. She's getting graped, and then she talks about the graping and doesn't skip a beat, you guys. But she knew everything else. Yeah, she didn't know about that, but listen how she's talking about it. And I love in the video we watched before, this kept piling up, and there was more paper towels for a woman that's not crying about her daughter.
I saw the picture of the oral sex happening. And I knew that was true, right? That's evidence. That's for real. That's fucking happening. But I kept thinking, they're going. I don't know why I can't tell you why my brain kept thinking, no, he didn't kill her. Not that he didn't kill her, but she's still missing. She's still out there. She was taken. yes, he's done this to her, and that's not okay. But I swore.
I love you guys so much. Hands look like lobster claws, but listen, it's so much clearer right here in how nonchalant she is. And she's like, hey guys, listen to this. I didn't want to believe that, but I saw it, but nothing. I ask a lot of questions. Good. Sophie, Grace, do me a favor. I see a lot of people in chat that I don't see all the time. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button. It's free. There's 577 people in here, and all you got to do is just touch your thumb to the like, and then don't forget to scroll down on it and subscribe so you can get all the notification. And if you have the means to donate to the channel or get yourself a membership, please do. And come back all week long. We're giving things away. We're celebrating 20,000 subscribers. I cannot wait to get with you guys next year and hit that 50,000 mark. That's my goal.
She was still, I felt in my body she was still alive. She was still out there. I told Chris to get him a lawyer because I felt like you guys were chasing the wrong person.
Everybody wants to know, how much did she know at the time? Susan, what does this clip tell you?
Well, that tells me that she did suspect something was going on, or she knew something was going on, because she was very sheepish. When you see her body language, you know, she's leaning forward, she's holding her hand. These are like controlled or defensive gestures, right? So, and then her kind of shoulders are slumped over. That's a really unusual stance to take, because if she really believed it, her body language would come outwards, like she would be emphatic, right? Like she had no idea. She doesn't do that. Her gestures are very small and insecure. And so then with that disfluency in her language, and then she starts to do the chopping. She distances too. When you put the palm back up this way, it's like, don't include me. I didn't know anything. And
oh, wow. She's talking about the lobster claws, you guys. You see that? Too calm. Not only too calm, but very, yes, sheepish. And when she lies, when it's like a serious lie that she's thinking in her head what to say, she also starts to whisper, you guys. If you notice the consistency of when you know that she's lying about something, her voice drops a whole bunch. And that's the best way to say it. She gets insecure about it. Stoic dissension. What's up? Like a home run into space. How you doing today? Good to see you guys. She noticed the lobster claws. Michelle Lalonde, always good to see you. Hello. Thank you. There's actually 593 people in here, you guys. Thank you.
And I think that falls into the fact that she's trying to set us up with the medication and that she was sleeping, because she's trying to pretend that she was completely oblivious. I do not believe it. I think there's a lot of indicators here that's telling me she knew what was going on and she turned a blind eye to it.
Preach, Susan. I love your analysis. We've got another clip for you, please. This is where she's talking about what she thinks happened to her daughter.
I'm thinking he carried her out of the house. I don't know how he didn't get caught by any of my roommates or no one heard.
Again, you guys, she's talking about a topic where, because her daughter is now dead, her daughter's dead. She saw the pictures of the essaying, and she's saying, I don't know how he carried him out of the house. We didn't know their schedules. Thank you, Kawana, again for the Guilty of Crime membership. I hope whoever gets it wants to be part of this community. Arrest Jenn Soto already, you guys. She's literally talking about her daughter being carried out as a body and nothing. I don't know how you can't use that against her.
You're saying he drove all around town.
Yep.
I'm not sure where he could have gone.
Susan, what do you think of that clip?
Okay, again, she holds herself really close, right? She's very insecure. And the thing is, her voice tone, pitch, volume decreases. That's associated with deception. Again, we have the stop, start, the disfluency in her language. This is the point where she should be leaning forward and saying, I have no idea. I didn't hear him. I was out cold. She doesn't do that. There's not any strong movements and her body language is telling me that she did not know what was going on. So the fact that she kind of sheepishly kind of melts into her seat and then doesn't show any sort of illustrators or gesturing or even concern in her facial expressions, again, I'm telling you, Julie, you wait. You just wait. She's going to get arrested. It's coming right around the corner.
I'm with you, my friend.
And I want you guys to know that this wasn't long ago. This was when it came. This is when the video that originally came out. I think this maybe 2 months ago. And this lady's been in this for a long time. This body language expert has seen it, been there, done that. She knows. And when she says that, I'm like, oh, dear Lord, please. Synth, thank you. There's 590 people there. If we can get 420, we can give 10 more memberships so you guys can be on the members only and have a chance to win awesome merchandise. All right. I know you see we got tank tops, we got workout stuff, we got all that, and we don't mark it up. Right now it's not even marked up for the holidays, so there's zero profit on it. We just want you guys to get what you have, get the merch and support the channel. Whoops, our YouTube switched channels on me out of the blue. Oh no. Yeah, keep going. Let's hope we can arrest Jenn Soto. And also remember what she Jenn Soto, remember everything that she talks about, how she talks about it, and each thing how she leads us to believe. But when she talks about not knowing how Stephan got out of the house, we all speculate that Stephan brought Maddie through Jen's room and lost a crock on the way because there was an extra crock. I couldn't even say that. There was a crock in the room. All right. So get 420. Let's get some membership.
I've been saying all along, I think she's in deep trouble. I am with you. And may I ask you one more follow-up, Susie? You touched on this about how I love how you put it. You said she melts into her seat. I was curious, obviously not being a body language expert, but just thinking about putting myself in her shoes. For anyone at home who's putting themselves in her shoes, your child is missing. You're just learning your child's been raped. Wouldn't you think it might be hard to sit down, to even be still, because you may be so worked up and so hysterically upset? I find it just kind of stunning that she's able to relax. Would you speak to that, please?
You know, you really hit a really great point, Julie. You're really getting good at this stuff here. Listening to
you're my great teacher, Susan. It's because I talk to you all the time.
Yeah.
And notice that the more we watch her on these, she does get more confident in talking about the body language stuff. That's great. I love it. You guys are more confident in it too. You guys have been on the case since day one with Guilty of Crime and all the other channels. Please turn your memberships on. Patty just got a new membership. We're going to be gifting more memberships. Turn it on so you can receive gifts and listen up what she's saying. We love it. We love the message. We pray that she gets arrested, but you guys know that she can also get arrested for the GoFundMe fraud or any of the PPP fraud. She can absolutely get arrested for that. You cannot do that. And if she was collecting SSI at the time, getting loans, dissolving companies, you could get in trouble for that, you guys. Even if it was just one of them for the $20,000, she didn't own a company. She didn't have employees. So come on, hashtag arrest Jenn Soto.
So you're right, because when you have all this anxiety, thoughts are just flooding through your mind. It's like a teapot, right? So you can't contain it because it's going to leak out in the steam. So anyway, yeah, she should be moving around. You should see some movement. I don't see it here. The fact she's really still, is she still? I think that she's hiding something.
Incredible analysis from you, as per usual. Susan Constantine, human behavior expert. Thank you for all of that.
I love that. Human behavior expert. Can we have a potato expert? Is there somebody in the house that's a potato expert? You guys tell me. All right, I'm going to take a few of your comments here. I love how all of a sudden there's 632 people in here, and I wish you guys were here. Where were you earlier? What show just ended that brought you guys over here? I love it. I love it, you guys. I love it. I think some of you guys are still behind. We started off the show with looking at the video, part 2 of the same video we just watched right now with a different, well, I can't say different because Grisch is not a body language expert. We got a body language expert on the second half. The first half, it's a perspective that we haven't seen before. That's why everybody's so ready to watch this and ready for new content to come out. We love you too, Nikki. All of us too. Hiding a pizza under her hoodie. That's so funny. You guys crack me up. Yes, that's important. Rest in peace, Maddie. Gemini says, I just got off work and got here half an hour ago. Well, you're going to have to go back and be part of the rewatch crew. All right. So you guys be part of the rewatch crew. I have my schedule up for the week. We're doing giveaways. We're celebrating. I'm going to show you real quick before everybody heads out of here. I want to show you what we did on the channel, what we have coming up so you can see for yourself. So a lot of people will say to me, Jay, I did not get a notification. But you guys know that if you go on to my channel, first of all, take a look here. We've got 20,000 subscribers with 623 videos. All right. And if you click on my live stream here, it's going to give you the live streams that are coming up. So I want to show you the schedule for the week. You guys can see on my page that we've got all of these coming up. It goes backwards. So this is today's live. Tomorrow we've got Jennifer Soto. Why does Jen act the way she does with Beth Meeks? And then Wednesday, we got the 20,000 sub giveaway. Madeline McCann. Was she found? Is this person a scammer? Let's get to the bottom of this with Deception Detective. And then on Thursday, we got William Mozingo held Chloe Jones captive for 4 days of hell trial, body cam. You guys, then Friday, we're doing a mother that took the lives of her 3 children, and we have one of our crime crew people that are coming on to present the case with me. Yes, hashtag arrest Jenn Soto. And what's up? How you doing? Everyone that just came in here, Kimmy Dawn. All right, so you see my channel, you know where to take a look. If you go on my community page, we're probably going to have some kind of question or something on here so I can get you guys to win some things. All right. So I'm glad you guys popped in here. I wish I would have done it a little bit later. That would have been nice because I would have had 600 people on here. I guess we didn't get to the 420 likes. Yes, I still want to cover Audrey Cunningham case. I have so many, and you guys just popped in here. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you to all the mods. Come tomorrow. Let's go over. We're going to cover Jenn Soto again. Same time. Same place. Hit the like button on your way out and do share with your community. All right. I love you guys and get yourself a membership. I will see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard. Hey, we got to 421. That's all we needed. 421 subscribers. That's awesome. And look at you guys. There's 589 people in chat. Synth just gifted 10 more memberships, you guys. So yes, Jessica Landon, I definitely want to cover the Audrey Cunningham case. I've been covering lots of different children's cases. You can see my schedule for this week. Jessica, I'm not sure if you have been on my channel or you emailed me. Please email me so we can talk about this because I have a new case on Friday. Mother unalived all 3 of her children, and that's a case we're going to talk about. We're going to also go over the sheriff. We're going to start that case the next week. The sheriff that shot the judge in a sextortion. We're going to call it a sextortion campaign, you guys. There's a lot of victims that need us to get this out there because it's not being covered. Yes, thank you, Synth. We love you so very much. Jackie says, my granddaughter's name is Jays Marie. Oh, but you guys, thank you all. I love you all. Wendy says, what the hell? You guys be here. Love you, Debbie. Love everybody. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Mwah. Much love. Go show the mods some support. Good night.
Guilty of crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of crime.
Are you guilty of crime?